Hey friends, welcome to 5 Days of Yum. We are on day 4. Today is Power Foods. But again, as we always do, we're going to take a quick step back in the journey we've been. We started with breath. We brought that into the freedom process. Yesterday we brought curiosity cocktail in. So now we have this tangible physical piece that we're going to bring in from the outside to support the whole system working better with the breath, with the freedom process on the inside. So you have this support, this incredible support that your body is when you create this space for it to do its magic. And then we bring in things from the outside, like the curiosity cocktail and like the power foods that I'm going to share with you right here, so that we start to create an extraordinary environment for this body to thrive. Thriving happens, health symptoms go away, diagnoses start to drop. You never know what might happen for you. I started with physical symptoms personally, but what came through for me was recognizing the mental emotional symptoms that were underneath that. And that's what really fuels me now. Because sure, I've got spots here, I've got this or that there on the physical, but it's always that underlying mental emotional where I really have the biggest shifts. What's driving those physical symptoms? Is it patterns of pain from the past that have never actually been brought to the surface? So these practices, these living practices that will live you over time, we bring these in, and they allow these old energies that have been stuck to come through, come forth, come out, be reorganized. And then you have all that energy to fuel into your creativity. So here we go, power foods. Bring your breath alongside. Because this might be very different than when you're eating. It might be nothing for you. I don't know. It was huge for me. When I came into this reality that if I put different food in my body would work better. It was like this, the thing I like to say is I would never put anything but gas in my gas tank for my car. But I was putting all kinds of stuff that wasn't necessarily serving my body, even though I thought it was in my body. I went from someone who ate extraordinary amounts of protein and fat because I thought I had to keep meat on my bones, to keep muscles, to basically going to eating out of the produce department and eating pretty much raw for the first 6 months overnight. I don't recommend that in any way, but I do recommend starting to incorporate more fresh, straight from nature, one step at a time. Might just be the curiosity cocktail. It might be 1 apple in a day. It might be 1 banana in a day. It might be you go into the produce department. Here I have frisee, I have tomato, I have a red onion, I have some dates, asparagus, cucumber, potatoes are an amazing food to help your body have consistent, sustained glucose in a really simple, accessible way. Papaya. So power foods, I call them power foods, call them what you like, but they're nature's foods. They're things that come from nature. And it takes some creativity. I was a single mom when I got diagnosed with Epstein-Barr virus and realized what was actually going on in my body. And I realized even though I didn't have big big diagnosis. I was feeling suicidal before every one of my periods, and it sort of fit into premenopausal time. So I went to the OB thinking that's what it was. She was very Eastern Western, which was wonderful. Set me up with some supplements, but my symptoms got worse. She was also very, very incredible in that she stayed in email contact with me for several weeks while I learned a bunch and realized something was off in my body. It was like my engine wasn't functioning well. And I had to go to the root cause of getting my engine functioning well. And that's when I found my health coach and mentor, Judy Lynn. And she shared with me that if I set up an environment for healing within, my body could do what it was made to do. And when I really got that, and then I started to get nuggets of information to be able to yum up my body and really put in these power foods that support managing stress, that support balancing the blood sugar, that support consistent, sustained energy, that support my hormone balance and brain fog and confusion and overwhelm. Then, what if the body has the right space to do all the healing? What I've learned is less is more. What I've learned is simplicity is the key. And coming back to nature's principles, this is far from the bounty that nature gives us, okay? This is just a sampling from my refrigerator this week of fun things that I brought in. I love to have a couple dates with me. I wrap them in a paper towel and have them with me so that if I need a little snack, I know I've got a little sweetness in my pocket, or a little sweetness in my purse. But when you have sustained, beautiful, simple foods going into your system on a consistent basis through the day, and you get glucose in every hour and a half to 2 hours, then your body starts to realize you're there, you're listening. You're listening that we don't have to do this any longer to get your attention. And then all of a sudden there's no more crashes. You start to recognize some of the symptoms go away because the body has this environment. It's not in survival any longer. It has this environment where it can clean up anything that's not working optimally. It's always working to protect you. It's always on your side. But our knowing of that has been hijacked. And this 5 days of Yum, your ultimate momentum, has the intention of you realizing how much support you have from the inside when you set up the environment. Your breath helps you create the space to know your next step, to know your next right answer, as well as to create the environment for the body to do its magic. And feeling supported is key. Feeling like you've got people around you that understand what you're up to. When I went to, basically eating out of the produce department, people were like, what is going on? But I did it because I knew for me, when I realized I wanted my life. I wanted my life to feel good. And it wasn't worth sticking to the old ways of simple, grab a smoked salmon and crackers and a few carrot sticks for dinner every night with my kids. It was worth doing it differently. And it took walking through some discomfort of the new and the unknown in order to come into a new level of comfort. We are wrapping up day 4 of 5 Days of Yum. We've got power foods that support us. Anything. You go and try one step. Take one extra bit of fresh. Do one extra experiment maybe with a recipe. Maybe a salad is a little bit of greens with a few slices of onion and some dates on top. I don't know what it will be for you, but I know you'll find your way, and I'm here if you need support. Thanks for showing up. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5.